We're gonna do really quick what is more fun than separating those tomatoes, and that's planting flowers. I'm gonna put them in this pot, and we're gonna keep them in here a little bit longer to see if they take, and then we'll put them out in the landscaping. Again, this is Black-Eyed Susan, Zinnias, Echinacea. These never came up. Then we're gonna take the rest of the soil, put it back, and reset, and we'll plant these. By the way, how are you? Hope everyone's doing great. This is the same day for me as one of the other videos I did. At this point, I'm super duper hot, you can probably tell, and I'm in the shed, cleaning up the garden shed. And we cleaned up the table area, and I figured I needed to transplant these. One of the bigger chores of gardening is if you start seeds, you have to get them going outside, and it is a little bit cumbersome at times, but stick with it, it's totally worth it. We're gonna have way more tomatoes than we ever would need. If some of them don't take, that's perfectly fine. But let's get these flowers out, and then we're gonna reseed all of the little seedling pots, so take a look. I think we'll go ahead and put all the flowers in these two instead of these. These we'll save for the tomatoes. Let's go ahead with the Black-Eyed Susans. By the way, these did not work out. Go ahead and use the plastic ones if you have them. These particular wooden ones were not the best. Ooh, I've got 3, hold on. 1, 2, no, we got 4. So 4 Black-Eyed Susans that survived. What I want to do is dig down a little bit so that we can give this bottom half of the root system some support by putting it down deeper. And if you want to pinch off the original true leaves, you can, or just be cautious not to rip off too much of the seedling. Okay, these are Black-Eyed Susans. Because we're planting flowers, I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the watering can. If you're wondering what fertilizer smells like, you can just guess that it smells just like it sounds it should. Okay, let's water these in. Again, these are Black-Eyed Susans. I think these will probably be the ones that fare the best. These particular zinnias had a hard time on a hot day. I want some water in my potting soil here, so I'm actually going to water this over this. As it drips out, it will drip into the soil. Filling this one up with dirt. I'm gonna go a little more shallow on this one because these zinnias have a huge leggy, oh dang it. See? That happens. Anyway, they're very leggy, so I want them to go down as far as we can. And I'm gonna plant them all, even the stems, because I think that some of them will come back. Always plant your seedlings right away, because when they get leggy, they're hard to manage after that. So let's point that one that way. Like, let's talk about how leggy this one is. The word is leggy, but like, that's way too, let me see if I can get it pretty deep in here. That's way too far along to be planting now. These should be upright. So we'll see if we can do anything with these. If not, what I might do is just reseed them into this plant holder, this pot, and see if that can grow directly outdoors. And we won't get the leggy situation. And I'm gonna go ahead and put all of the zinnias in here. I wouldn't normally do that, but I think that with what we're working with, I think we might as well. I wouldn't call this a garden fail by any means. I mean, we will get some plants from it, but this is what can happen when time gets away from you. These still turn out really pretty. Okay, now because they're so leggy, I'm gonna add some more soil. We'll go ahead and take all the soil out of these. Not a garden fail. There's never failures in the garden. There's lessons learned. And I've learned this lesson several times actually, and I still allow it to happen every year. So, lessons learned or lessons repeated. Okay, let's see how that does. That way we can move on with other seedlings. And you can direct sow a lot of things at this point. We didn't with these, but that's okay. Let's let it grow on there. And then we'll put them in the window and they can get bigger here in the garden shed. So we've got 4 that are growing, 4 pods that are growing, but some smaller than others. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you call that growing, but it's in there. So we're gonna put it in here. And then this one. These are the zinnias. Let me show you where they're gonna live real quick. And then I gotta run inside. Okay, so Echinacea. This is where they're gonna live for a little bit longer. Let's let them get a little bigger. And that, actually, we can put this back in here. Give it some more height. Okay, this is our Echinacea and where it's gonna live. So that's all the time we have for today. We will end up doing these tomato plants at another time. Thank you guys, have a great day. I have to go inside and take care of the baby, but we'll see you in the next one.